So if you don't know, now you know. Your boy Kanye is back at it again, and he claims that he loves Schmittler. He claims that everybody has something good to offer and that he will not let the Jewish people silence him as far as saying that even if a man is bad, he didn't have something good to offer the world. Now, he goes about this by saying, well, Schmittler created the microphone and highways, and so he always has something good to offer in this world. And then he says he loves, like, what else do you love about those things? Because those two things that you mentioned were false. I'm not even going to play the audio of what he was saying, but I'm going to just go into the falsehoods that he was talking about. The Merriam Dictionary notes that the first use of the word highway in English, meaning a public way, predates the 12th century. The form of road infrastructure now commonly referred to in the U.S. as a highway also predates Schmittler's time as leader of Germany. The earliest U.S. example of a highway is the Long Island Motor Parkway, also known as the Vanderbilt Parkway, which began construction on June 6, 1908, according to the New York City Department of Parks and Recreation. It was the first long-distance reinforced concrete highway using bridges and overpasses to eliminate cross-traffic and curves for safety and speed. NYC Parks website says and describes the parkway, which is now a bicycle path, as America's first limited access road for cars. Ye may have been referring to the German Autobahn system of highways, which saw heavy involvement from the Nazi government in the 1930s. However, neither Schmittler nor the Nazi Party invented the Autobahn, though records indicate they did attempt to take some credit for it through propaganda. German news outlet Deutsche Welle, DW, published a report about the Nazis' involvement in the Autobahn in 2012, calling the idea that the Nazis invented them a historical fiction. Germany was initially unable to build highways due to financial constraints following World War I. The first Autobahn to be successfully financed and built was opened in 1932 between German cities of Bonn and Cologne. It was the brainchild of Konrad Adenauer, 1876 through 1967, then Mayor Cologne, who would go on to become the Chancellor of West Germany. DW noted that the Nazi regime supported Autobahn construction in the 30s. It was used by highways and a part of the propaganda. Prisoners and Jewish forced laborers were also brought to build in the Autobahns after the outbreak of World War II. So erroneous on count one, Kanye. I mean, I'm just saying, Kanye, I be trying to ride with you on certain things, brother, but you be hearing stuff. Man, you can just walk past a drunk at the liquor store and he could be like, man, yeah, you know, such and such did this, and then they invented that back in 73, and you be like, yeah, I'm about to go on a rant about that. You have Google. Your phone is more expensive than mine, Kanye. It took me 3 minutes to Google this and that, what you said, to prove that it was false. Come on, man. Google all the stuff you be talking about. Stop going on rants about it without knowing if it's true or not. Smartphones equals stupid people, man. Come on, Kanye. Then you do and say something as finite as this. After all the trouble you done been, they done detached you from billionaire status down to millionaire status. I guess you just trying to get rid of your millionaire status too. What you trying to be, a thousandaire at the end of this? Is that what you trying to do by the end of the day? Because that's what it looked like. Because listen, I'm just saying, you talking about Schmittler created the microphone and the highway. He did not. Somebody just told you that as a drunk rant, and you just ran with it. And not only double down, but triple down on it. And Alex Jones was trying to tell you, like, I kind of like the brother, we look at history, some things I like, some things I don't. He was trying to help you. And you still was doubling and tripling and tripling down on this nonsense that you spewing. Listen, I know what you're trying to do, bro, but you are not helping yourself. There's something good in all of us. True. Like Jeffrey Dahmer's parents, they looked at him like, I love my son, even though he turned out to be a murderous serial killer, right? Even after they found out he was a murderous serial killer, they were like, you know what? This is terrible. I may have saw this coming. I may not have saw this coming, but I still love my son. There's nothing you can tell me to say I don't love him. I still something good in him that I think is there, right? That's what I think you were trying in some type of way to do. But this ain't the way to do it. Because still, Jeffrey Dahmer's parents, if he wasn't dead right now and he got out, they would be like, no, keep him in there. We don't, I don't really want him at the crib with me, per se. You know what I'm saying? All that good I said that I saw, he was 9 when I saw that. You know, he grown now. I don't know. He got people in barrels and stuff. I don't know what you want to do with that. But I'm just saying, I love him somewhat, but from a distance. I'm going to just throw him the football. From a distance, I'm going to love him. I'm not going to, not right next to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel threatened when he's sitting right here. I feel a little threatened. That's all I'm saying. Kanye was trying to prove that point. But of course, every parent that, when their son, I'm sure Smittler's parents was like, some things that they love about him when they, you know what I'm saying? They don't love everything. They don't love what he became, but they love him as their son. But Kanye, this is not your son. This is not your time to be like trying to find a reason to love this dude through this whole debacle that he became. You're not his parents. It's no reason for you to be trying to find things, especially false things that are not true. You just naming stuff that somebody told you he did. He did none of those things. Come on, bro. If he was a terrible person, just let him be a terrible person. If you just like him, just say that. Those people that wrote Jeffrey Dahmer letters, chicks wrote him letters. They wanted to marry him and everything. I don't know why they became so enamored with him over the things that he did and the fame that he received. But it is what it is. But I don't know if this is like one of those things, but it feels weird. It feels weird, Kanye, that you're trying to prove this case. And it's not up to you to prove. You don't have to be trying to. A lawyer is the only one that should be trying to prove this case. This is what I'm saying. People do this every day, trying to prove these cases for terrible people. This is why we hate lawyers. Some of you, why you hate lawyers. Until you're the one that's everybody's looking at like, oh, he's the terrible one. You're like, I didn't do it. And then somebody have to prove the case for you and say you're not the monster that everybody thinks you are. So people do this all the time, what Kanye's doing. I'm not co-signing it, but I'm saying, Kanye, this is not your son. You are not a lawyer. It is no reason that you should have to come out and try to prove this point. Chill out, bro. Chill. Let it ride, bro. Let it ride. I don't understand, especially if the things that you're coming up with to say that he did are totally and utterly false. I don't know what to tell you, bro. Like, you making it so hard. I'm already not rooting for you because of the White Lives Matter stuff and all of that. But I ain't going to throw the baby out with the bathwater. You know what I'm saying? I admit it to my homeboys. Like, yeah, there's some things that I love about Kanye and some things that I don't. Because I think you just going to tap dance until they let you back in the door. And then when they let you back in the door, you're going to continue doing your white supremacist type stuff. You're going to love white folk as you do. But you just make it hard to not throw the baby out with the bathwater. You make me want to get rid of the baby right now. Like, come on. God, like, yeah, you're okay. Let's move on to the microphones. Let's get to the microphones. Because I know y'all don't believe the rest of this. The famous inventor Alexander Graham Bell, 1847 and 1922, patented the first microphone in 1876, according to University of Georgia Special Collections Library, some 13 years before it was born. As early as 1856, Italian inventor Antonio Meucci has invented the dynamic microphone with an Inventor's Digest article in 2017 writing that this method of modulation was the best and most enduring basis for the telephone technology. Though there has long been dispute about the timeline of inventions surrounding the technology and how patents were obtained, the microphone far predates Smittler's birth, let alone his adult life. Smittler made great use of the microphones, however, and was well known for his speeches, which were frequently recorded and broadcast. His family used the Newman bottle microphone designed in 1928 by George Newman, based on his own early 20s prototypes, but Smittler played no part in the invention or the development of the technology. So as you can see, he used some technology. He did not invent said technology. So what else are you talking about, Kanye? What else are you talking about? You went through this whole rant like, I love Smidler. I love Smidler. What do you love about him? Because apparently you don't know anything that he did. The things that you do know that you're hanging on to with dear life, might I mind you, it's false. So what do you love about what is this that you're telling us that we should also love about this murderous guy? What are you talking about, bro? We can't ride with you on this. Go sit down somewhere, man. Get your facts straight. Read a book. Because this what you talking about is not doing it. Look, if you were saying something profound, we might could ride with you. But you're not. You have no information that is factually sound. You're out here spewing everything that somebody told you at some point. They're giving you talking points that are false, and you running with them, and you expect the rest of the world to run with them too. They've already demonetized you, and you looking to just be broke. If that's what you want to do, bro, go ahead, have a ball, do what you want to do. But I ain't riding with you on this one, bro. This is your boy P Camp. Tell me what you think, what you don't think about this situation.